Oh, yes. What I love the way to say good morning again. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. We also serve you breakfast for now straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. So if you're listening up to the radio, we'd like to say a pleasant good morning. Good morning to the 15 counties. If you're just coming in, welcome to the land of liberty. And this is the sweet of liberty. Rich country. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Ravers, Marka Davis. Life is not a rehearsal. Each day is a new show. No repeat, no rewind. So give your best shot in all your acts. Oh, yeah. As the TV show goes on, 18 years ago, I repeat, life is not a rehearsal. Each day is a new show. No repeat, no rewind. So give your best shot in all your acts. As the TBS show goes on and on and on, 18 years ago. Good morning, folks. Bobby Blitty Adamson with our morning motivation this morning. Good morning to our biggest partner, Orange Liberia, the fastest moving network. And of course, our Pan African Bank, EcoBank. This is Oni Roberts, Marka Davis presentation. Listen, we have a wonderful time serving you breakfast. Good morning, good morning. What we bring on the platform is what matters. Yes, in the midst of all what we do, country first. Good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Onu. I'm doing
You okay?
a bit well this morning.
Okay.
At least I'm better than yesterday morning. But good morning to our followers this morning. It's great for us to be here. Like I said yesterday, I'm under the weather. Yes.
So you down with flu?
Yes.
You're much better.
Yes, but this morning I'm much better.
Not good, not bad. The Frenchman say come see, come ça.
Yeah. Something like that. But it's great to be here this morning to serve our people breakfast. Good morning to all of our followers from across the country. The people of Grand Bassa, also following the TBS, Western Liberia, Bapolu, Grand Cape Mount, bombing, Central Liberia, Bon County, the people of Margibi especially, always following the show. Then to our wonderful people of Nemba County, Grand Gilead, Grand Crew, the champions of the national county sports meet, especially football, River G County. And River says the champions of kickball. Good morning to all of you this morning.
Boy Charge is which of the country?
River G.
You saw what Boy Charge did yesterday?
Yeah, with a cigar.
I didn't.
I didn't
like that.
That's the first thing I saw on Facebook this morning. When I woke up.
I didn't like that with Boy Charge.
There are many ways you can have, or as journalists, there are many ways we can get tips of event, a news event, or news and all of that. So each time you wake up Sunday morning, especially as a journalist, you have to touch base with most of the online platforms, and then you extend to the social media platform, including Facebook, Twitter, and other
Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, before something passed by you,
Yeah.
So I woke up this morning when I check up with Facebook, the first thing I saw was the senator with the
cigar.
The cigar,
Yeah, and he tried to justify
receiving cash price on behalf of I don't know what it was, on behalf of a player or on behalf of the county. Some people say, oh no, this is not right, as a leader, and other people say, oh, it happened. O'Neill, something is getting to me in this country. Liberia is a country of its own, has its own norms, values, cultures, and tradition. As soon as somebody take step that somehow doesn't resemble our tradition and culture, once you bring the person up to the spotlight, then you will see people coming from behind and say they think it happened in America, they think it happened in Europe, they think it happened in Asia. Is this America, Europe, or Asia? So other people say, but this is nothing. It happens in the US. It happens in Europe. What's going on here?
With Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti. I mean,
yeah, these are some of the photos they were showing. Can you imagine?
No, when I saw the thing, I said, no, this could not be the senator yet.
You put it around Perry Square.
Yeah, so we're trying to struggle with this issue of drugs and thing. Yeah. And the senator here is displaying cigar, and he justifying. I'm not smoking.
That tobacco down there.
That tobacco, yeah.
Tobacco. So, we are strong tobacco.
Yeah, boy, Charles. I see if you watch, I think the celebration was too much. But I mean, there are some things you just try to do away with.
When I was small, we went on a farm to work, and my auntie was delaying to prepare the food. So, but she used to eat the tobacco in a cup. The old people.
Yeah.
So
sometimes they put it in the nose.
Yeah, hungry me. I go see the thing and say the thing, and they eating the meat. They say the food already.
You slept for the whole day.
I didn't know that these people don't swallow the water.
Okay.
I must swallow that. You
swallow it. Damn it.
That whole day I was off. So that thing is very strong. Don't see it right there. I'm loving you.
Yeah.
You must have heard for it.
The senator will regret his action, but I think it's not something displaying it publicly. Coming before a youthful society, a very challenged city, a challenged country in terms of.
The senator has to know that he's no longer a football celebrity.
Yes, he's a senator.
He's now a leader being folled by tens of thousands of young people.
So let's put it this way: if the coach of River G was going to come with a cigar, we'll get accepted somewhere somehow.
We'll try small.
Yeah, we'll try small.
Yeah, I think we'll try small to accept and say where.
And you listen to the deputy DEA boss, Hassan Fadiga, where he said, if even a lawmaker is culpable for drugs, I don't know why you said lawmakers as an example. So it represents the super mobile phone at that. But anyway, I think the senator will still try to justify.
Yeah, you justify. Yeah? You say you may like to say.
Yeah, you were not open.
Yeah.
I heard you say that. Even though it's not open, but that's a celebration. Anyway, but the country is actually, the young population we have now, people watch the social media and will say, what is in the senator here? Okay, let's see if we can buy some. How much it costs? Yeah, it was.
And that's not what you win. All the players.
All the players.
But you see now, when they were coming out, if you have everybody wearing blue coat suit, white shirt, and yellow tie. So the next time the senator say when they celebrating it, you smoke cigar, they'll go buy that cigar.
It's hard to say, but before you do your line, let me just encourage all of you. Don't wait for counting media alone to show love for the game. It's a very sad thing to see most of our leaders, the majority of you. And the thing nobody don't do, when the content media is playing, you go in the dressing room, you take pictures and things, you wait for once a year. Please identify with some kind of grassroots football, grassroots sports in your community, in your district, in your county. Don't wait for the national county. I want to appeal to you. Then, if you're doing this, I mean, it'll be look. Some of you are looking very embarrassing. Some of the dressing room you're posting from. Some of the players. Let's do it. Supposed to have money. Money. Yes.
Exactly. So let's bring you what we have for breakfast this morning.
It's not when you talk too much of Bushmaster and encounter. As soon as we finish firing yesterday, the Bushmaster see the whole Arsenal metal.
That's why I'm careful this morning.
Yeah, take time. When you fire too much now, if the lawmakers are not acting, the Bushmaster will just come up. Yes.
Yes, so coming up shortly, we will bring on David Coty with the health tips this morning. That will be followed by the review of the local daily. Again, we continue in our studio chat with the SOS call for Sir Johnson, who is battling some medical issues and need operations. He's been trying to raise around $700 to be able to complete the procedures. So we are begging members of the public to, help and support this young man. He's a Liberian, very productive. This young man, when he was well, he was really strong, every day on his feet, working to support his family. But as it is now, it is difficult for his family, and we need to try our best as his fellow Liberians to save his life. District 3 lawmakers Smo Mobile, they satisfied with choice of words used by LDA Deputy Director Hassan Fadiga, saying if any lawmaker is caught with drugs, the person will be dealt with. Why use us as example? That's his problem. Yeah, so we'll look at that. And again, The construction issues we've been talking about. The manor plantation, there's a protest going on again. Meter besieged by the Bushmasters. That was the report we got late yesterday afternoon. Months after Western Cluster experienced similar situation, this is becoming a trend across the country because this speaks to the fact that maybe the people feel their lawmakers who are supposed to be representing their interests are not doing much, so they're taking the thing in their own hands. Again, out of about 540 appointments by the president, only 75 individuals have declared their assets. That is sad. Yesterday, we spoke with the head of the LACC, and we'll talk about that. 8:20 to 8:30 this morning, we gave you the opportunity to phone in on the show this morning on the segment Talk to Your Leader. 8:30 to 10 after 9, we'll have District 3 Representative Nima County, Naka Gay. He will be with us this morning. And in a matter of fact, Aslamita is even located in this man's district.
Okay.
Yeah, so he will come and talk more and other issues that are of national concern. So we'll have the District 3 Nima County representative this morning on the first segment of the show. That will be followed by sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the prime sponsors of the TBS. At 9:15 to 10 o'clock, the head of customer service of EcoBank Liberia Limited will be our guest. Discussion will center around how do you open a bank account as well as the advanced salary credit. We'll talk about that this morning on the show. I think this initiative by EcoBank is very good for our public, and it is very important that people start to open a salary account with the bank so that they can benefit from that service. So this is what I have for you this morning in the midst of all country first. Let's stick together until 10 o'clock this morning.
Yes, beautiful lineup. Yes, from the son of Nima County this morning. District number 9 or 8?
District number 9.
District number 9. Yeah.
I'm from.
Your current lawmaker is who?
Tawungwe.
That
is my lawmaker.
His predecessor was
the late Honorable Dr. Johnson Boyklo.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you get it like that with your lawmaker?
Well, the last time, not really, but he always refers people to his, I think, chief of office staff. Last time I tried to do some arrangement, the chief of office staff said that he had to get, so yeah, we there.
Your own county lawmaker.
I mean, that's always the case with me. So
really?
Yeah, it's always the case with me.
Wow.
Yes. Sometimes I would try, because I mean,
you're a proud son of Nimba.
And
if people hear Marka B.Davis on the air,
yeah,
they think about, this is our product here from Nima County.
Yeah.
Born and grew up.
Yes.
And sometimes when I see somebody on way back page, I say, damn it.
Exactly.
It's got the big guy. In the city making headways.
I came in Monserrato the beginning of 2004, right after the Civil War. Yeah, so and since then I've been here. Just go back and come sometime. But I've not since I came here 2004, I've not spent more than 2 weeks in Nimba.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back?
Yes, once in a while. Okay. And come back like that.
Okay.
But unfortunately, on you, this is always the situation. You know, even may the peace be unto his arches. When Dr. Boyklo was representing our district, several occasions I made attempt, maybe to bring him on the show sometime to explain about our district. Because, I mean, I'm a stakeholder in the district.
Of course.
I'm also a representative of the people in the media.
In the near future, you contest.
So, you understand?
Yeah, that one.
So,
in the near future, you could contest.
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why it's always like that. So it makes me to believe the saying that says a prophet is not respected at home. I think that is true. Yeah. So, and some people don't have time for me, but other people get time for me.
Yes, we move, but we are proud of you. Yes. If you don't make mention that you are from Nima County, well, people, we from Clay Ashland want to say yeah. But we won't send the marker ball to Attington.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, someone said because that's one comment coming for your business though.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, you must. Yes, let's have help table David Ernest Cote as soon as President Joseph Boyka returned. David Cote turning position will expire as soon as President Boyka returned
Another
home.
more complaint will get our decks as soon as the president returns.
Return.
They are seeing money on the TBS will lay all of your complaint.
Yes.
Especially those of you who have refused to go and declare your assets.
Amen.
Yeah, will lay your complaint.
Including David Cote.
Let it Papi come.
Let it Papi just return home. Abbas, reactionary tendency. Good morning. Okay. Enjoy yourself because you have less days in this serving this capacity.
I was in the meeting yesterday with the Chief Justice when the ECOWAS Chief Judge was here.
We have no record of anybody from ECOWAS could be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the head of news here. There's nothing like that. I would not know.
Mm-hmm. Even cabinet general struggle when due process was not given. It took like when the Supreme Court for them we're going to ECOWAS.
The CDC government say, okay, we heard the ECOWAS code. We were thinking about it. They were thinking about it until the tender finished.
Yo, Marka, listen, hold on, man. David, your time soon as fire. Wait, listen, go ahead, Marka.
Yeah, so like I'm saying,
when
Councillor Cabinet General was disenchanted or disappointed or disagreed with the ruling from the court concerning his impeachment, he went to the ECOWAS Court of Justice. The court ruled in his favor, but the CDC government said, okay, we've heard the court, we'll think about it. They left thinking about it until it says they're finished.
Okay.
This government is different. Look, don't let me go into politics.
Mama, you declare asset here, man. Go ahead, man.
Those who have not done it will kick them out.
540 appointments on the 75.
Maybe they want tea.
You don't know it all. Let's hear you.
You don't know it all. Look how Marka bluffing to my king
why you know all the places? You don't even know the fact besides the teaching you are doing, so it's finished.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Heart disease. About 80 million people die globally each year because of the following heart crisis. Number one, heart failure. That is when your heart is not pumping properly. Many of you sitting home today, something is wrong somewhere. You don't know, but you're sitting there. All right. Number two, heart attack. That is when the blood flow leading to the heart is blocked because of high blood pressure or blood clot. Go and check the hospital. The third reason why people die a whole lot is because of cardiac arrest. That is when the heart malfunctions and suddenly stops beating. This is very dangerous because it has no warning. Or when your heart starts beating for several minutes, you are dead. I didn't say when it stops for several hours. I did not say several days, no, several weeks. I said several minutes. 10, 15, 20 minutes, you are dead. Cardiac arrest is very dangerous. Now, that is why you must always check the hospital. It can knock you down anywhere on the football field, in your kitchen, anywhere. 9 out of 10 people who have cardiac arrest outside the hospital die in minutes. 9 out of 10. If you're lucky, you're in a hospital and the cardiac arrest grab you, the doctors will be there to do something. And you might live. For cardiac arrest, when it happens to you outside, my friend, forget it. Few minutes, you are gone. So, out of every 10 persons, 9 of them, the one happens outside the hospital, you are dead. Some people even die in their sleep because of cardiac arrest. Oh, I'm not saying that's the only reason. Sometimes because of epilepsy and other reasons, diabetes, you can die in your sleep. But cardiac arrest is one of the major reasons why people die, especially in their sleep also. You will not stay home and know whether your heart is beating properly or not. Go and see a cardiologist at a hospital. Those are people who have specialized in heart diseases, so that you can tell them, I only came to do my EKG. You may not have money to do the whole body at the same time, but just go and do your EKG, the heart test. So I'm advising you. Now, remember this. I am not a medical doctor. I'm a classroom teacher. When I came out of high school in 1975, I taught for 8 years. Then I went to CRTTI and graduated in 1983. I was a classroom teacher and a school principal for 22 years before I became a lawmaker. So I'm not a doctor. But my mission here every morning is to encourage you to go to the hospital once or twice a year to do a general checkup. Because hundreds of people, if not thousands, right there in this country, are moving around today sick in their body, but they don't know. Maybe you got breast cancer, or prostate cancer, or you got cataract in your eye. It needs to be removed, or else you'll go blind. Maybe you're suffering from glaucoma like me. If I had not done my check about 5 years ago to know whether I had glaucoma or not, maybe today I'll be what is sick. But 5 years ago, I got to know that I'm a glaucoma patient, and I started doing my eye doctor every day. In the morning, in the evening, I did my eye doctor. So please, go to the hospital and check yourself. You may be suffering from other diseases like kidney problems. So that's all I can say today. I'm not a doctor. So those of you listening to me every morning, I am not a doctor, but I have interest in this thing. And my interest is to help you help yourself. Period. Go to the hospital. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be one minute as soon as the president returns, your tenure position expires.
The ECOWAS president, Chief Judge, will still be here. He's here for about a month.
Okay.
In fact, should I even waste my time on my ECOWAS? Councilor Augustine Toy is here. Oh, I forgot that cool mistake. You must mess with me. Councilor Augustine.
What about Tiawan Gongolo?
No, that man is like trouble.
In fact, the matter of fact, Councilor Augustine too and Councilor Gonglo are in the same fitness club. So the last time I went to Boys Time, I started with them and we talked. So just so you know that I have good rapport with the two of them.
I myself got good rapport with the two of them.
How often you see them? You live in way, brother.
My man, I've been close up to Tiawan from young days, man, way back. Augustine Toy here. I ain't gonna waste my time until I was going to Supreme. Oh.
At the wrong side you go. In fact, when I met the council, I mean, he recognized me as if we've been together before. He really fond of me.
Yeah.
He likes me. Oh, he really likes me, and he can't do anything against me.
But David, why you love this job? You don't want to say goodbye. Yeah.
I just told you I'm a classroom teacher. I love teaching.
Yeah, but we got so many other qualified professors, man.
Half of care wants to take your place.
I'm forget about that man.
Yeah, I will tell you the pastor.
Now, you remember a few months back when I called you and said I wanted to do this thing. You were hesitating a little bit.
Yeah, they love the job.
Oh yeah, I love the job. You know, we would love teaching. Love to just impact.
We got qualified instructors all around, man, David.
My man, I said, nobody taking this thing, man. Don't waste your time, huh? What kind of noise is this?
Yeah, man, 12-year. Oh, you go on a 12-year contract. That CDC used to say 12-year contract.
Man, forget it. In fact, the day I hear that CDC, 2029, by the time I hear that CDC is on a ballot, I will sell my property and go live in it. My man, bye-bye.
Okay. Yes, David Kotu with our health tip this morning.
Thank you, David.
Yes, waiting for Joseph Boga to return. Yeah, LCC. So you're running behind your appointment there. You want to declare?
In a common way, we can say we'll later complain.
Yeah, we'll later complain.
We'll leave for the paper.
Yeah. Oh, the paper reminded them during the terror.
Can you imagine?
What's it?
75 out of more than 400.
Yes, 75. Look at that. Let's see what's making news from the print media. This is the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. The Heart and Soul of Liberia coming up.
When the sun is high, we sail the length of the sea, from the ocean waves. At night we never stop. We know where we are. We know who we are, who we are.
Yes, we know who we are. Welcome to the review of the local dealers right here on the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. And our folks in Nima County for relaying us. Thank you so much. Let's start out what is making news from the print media. Our first stop this morning is the Independent. The Independent newspaper Access Declaration flops. It's the major headline. Councillor Alexandra Zoe has been captured on the front page of the Independent newspaper. Access Declaration flops as majority of boycott officials remain defiant LACC Lambs. Well, Councilor Alexandra Zoll has been captured here. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Successful boycott praises 2024 National Sports Meet Plus winner and others. There's a sub-lead story here, capture here on the front page of from the Independent. Let's go to the back page and see what the back page have. The back page of the Independent newspaper. Strike blocks Mano Palm plantation as aggrieved workers demand 50-month salary arrears. What? Apapumbe.
50 more.
Yeah.
So 12 plus 12
What?
plus 12.
No. Samuel Dim. No. What? Strike rocks Mano Palm plantation as aggrieved workers demand 50-month salary arrears.
Wait, let me divide.
It's
50 months.
yeah, 50-month salary arrear. It's on the back page of the Independent. Damn it. What? 50 months? As soon as they pay you 50 months, just move away and go do your own small business. Yes, let's continue.
Yeah, let's continue. I want to
No, that is so shocking. 50-month salary arrears? No, man. Digital training begins in July. It's a sub-list story. Yeah. I'm seeing LTA acting chairman Abdullah Kamara is captured here on the back page. NAFA crisis swells as employees remain divided over call to remove Emma Glasgow.
So 50 months is about 4 years.
4 years they have been working. Yes, anyway, Samuel Dean, man. Thank you anyway.
Yeah, let's go for the analyst newspaper. On the newsstand for $40 Liberian. The lead story on the front page, back for business. Marka Woods, U.S. investors, please for new MCC, that's the Millennium Challenge Corporation Fund. The president is captured on the front page of the analyst newspaper. G. Bacchus Matthews, remembered at 76. And the question says, what will he say today about progressive struggles? That's the question mark. The photograph of Bacchus Matthew, the lady, is captured on the front page of the analyst newspaper. Another story on the front page, hailing Buakai on war and economic crimes court overtures. CDC SG Koji says it's a dream come true.
Okay.
This life. On the back page of the analyst newspaper, U.S. government will support war and economic crimes code. Top diplomat commends JMB for signing up to the initiative. So the photograph of Beth Van Schaak is captured on the back page of the analyst newspaper. Billet is still on GAC's back. Demands more than system audit of the legislature. Yes, like we also carried in our news yesterday. He did a follow-up letter to the AG, that's the Auditor General, demanding that there should be audit of the legislature, not just system audit.
Okay.
Yes, so that's it for the back page of the analyst newspaper. The last story there, Kinjor victim families condemn police report, insist they were murdered. I'm recognizing somebody in the photograph. This is Malaya Sharif, being flanked by two other citizens of came out on the back page of the analyst newspaper.
If you have the next step, continue.
Yes, so let's go for the Daily Observer newspaper. Locals want Asla meter out as country devils shut company's operations. Citizens reject AML's that's MDA extension with request. So we're seeing protesting citizens on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. When economic crimes code should focus on Liberia's future. U.S. ambassador at large for global justice urges. Okay, again, the ambassador is captured here. Bert Van Schaak. Margibi rescue mission campaigners disappointed. Well, yes. So the welcome to Margibi Sambo is captured on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Let's go to the back page. Buakai delegation at U.S. Africa Business Summit in Texas. The president is also photographed on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. UNH6 lawmaker commit to tackling maternal mortality is the final story on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper.
Yes, let's move on to the Inquirer newspaper. The Inquirer, yes, volume 34, number 77, Wednesday edition. Significant step for justice. The major story on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, and I'm seeing Ambassador Alash of the U.S. Ben Van Schack. Well, significant steps for justice. Ambassador Schack terms war crimes court. It's on the front page. You can grab a copy of the Inquirer and read the rest of from this story. So, on the 5 out of 500 new officials declare access. Yeah, Councilor Zara Zoe making headline right after the TVN yesterday.
Yes.
So, on the 5 out of 500 new officials declare access, LSCC discloses. It's on the front page of the Inquirer. Let's see if we go to the back page. What the back page? How the back page of from the Inquirer newspaper. She deception. Motorcyclist rubbish tappers request. I'm seeing Chocon Grace capture on the back page of the Inquirer. Yes, so
yes, finally, let's go for the hot pepper. As tension builds at Mano and Asla Mita, Bwaka's government threatened. Sunday Josie weighed in on the matter. So we're seeing a lot of photographs of protesters, some with the Bushmasters on the front page of the hot pepper newspaper. Let's go to the back page. Tension creeps between police, motorcyclists union. Again, a lot of them are captured police officers and cyclists on the back page. Devils protest in Nimba County as Boyman Morgan orchestrates efforts to obstruct Asla Meta Liberia operations. Boyman Morgan.
Okay.
Morgan is the owner of Sawway.
Okay.
Yes.
Boyman.
So, yeah, hot pepper is reporting that Devils protest in Nimba County as Boyman Morgan orchestrates efforts to obstruct Asla Mita operations. Wow. Hey, this is. And the final story on the back page of the hot pepper newspaper, Kosovo president pays courtesy visit to President Bwaka. Well, a female president of that country is shaking hands with the president of Liberia on the back page of the hot pepper newspaper.
Yes, so the New Republic should be our last stop this morning. The front page of the New Republic, 425 officials defies Joseph Boyka. Yes, Alain Alfonso Toure did a subtraction. 425 officials defies Buckeye over access declaration mandate. And of course, the president is captured on the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy and read the rest of this story. Vice President Cool cautioned justice actors to uphold the rule of law. It's a sub-lead story here. Power struggle hits move. Executive chair removes Robert Samin as national chairman. They moved all the political parties, officials that are all on diplomatic mission, foreign mission anyway.
The only party.
The only party.
The diplomatic party.
A diplomatic party. That's a nice one. The back page of the New Republic. Kush to Wia, Zombie to Joseph Boyka. Very beautiful country. Yeah, lucky. Kush to George Weah, Zombie to Boyka. As LDA covers another scream of drugs. It's on the back page from the reason why they're saying Kush to Weah because George Weah we heard about Kush. Now Joseph Boyka, president, so we're hearing about the drugs called Zombie. Yes, still on the back page. The back page, police retrieves reporter stolen bike. See here, Clark here. It's on the back page. No witch hunt at Wash Commission. CEO Yango vows as he takes over. Ends the review of the New Republic. All of the editors will say thank you this morning, man.
Yeah. The other one there.
Yeah, the papers still coming. They're still coming. Thank you. We can do all of the papers. We have to follow our talking points. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much. The show is brought to you by Echo Bank and of course Orange Liberia, the fastest network. This is the Truth Breakfast Show. Let me just use this at least 30 seconds to make this SOS call for Zach Johnson. Remember last week we said this dying brother just needs $600, and there are some of you who started to contribute to him. I just want to encourage you, help save the life for him. It could be 100 LD, 500 LD, any amount God lays on your heart. Just send through this number 0776 08 4886 0776 08 4886 on the orange money is Sir Johnson. Then the MTM is 0555 77 5828 077. That's 0555 77 5828. Also Sir Johnson, you see on it. You help help save the life of him. Yes. Yes, again, want to say thank you so much. Let's go straight into our talking point. We'll stress our time. We hope the District 3 lawmaker probably will use 5 minutes of his time quickly. I saw the post of the lawmaker of District number 3 of Monserrado County, Sumo Mobile.
Okay.
He was angrily referring to the deputy LDA boss, Hassan Fadiga. You know, Fadiga name now is now trending more than even AB Kroma. Yes. Fadiga name is making hairwaves, whether it's for the wrong or right reason. It's trending, social media, even radios, more than even the boss. So the District 3 lawmaker is so angry that he posted on the social media page directly aiming at the press conference held by the deputy LDA boss, Hassan Fadiga. During this press conference, Fadiga said that there's discovered a new drug called Zombie. He even went the extension to say, even if a lawmaker is caught with drugs, that lawmaker will be dealt with. So on the other hand, the lawmaker of District 3, Monserrado County, said, well, why will the LDA deputy use us as an example? Yes. Why will Fadiga use us to set up as an example? And given to the fact that do you have a tip, you know? So I try to draw up the conclusion. Fadiga had to be very careful. Let me just say this: the LDA deputy boss, you training more than even your boss. The video we saw for the Royal Grant, yeah, I mean, a well-civilized country by now, Fadiga will be suspended or he will not be in that position because the photos show that he assaulted even that businessman, Mamadou Dabo. Yes, we saw the video already all on social media. So now the District 3 lawmaker is saying, why using us? This issue is a challenge issue. And sometimes I feel sorry for George Weah government, the administration. Because we all thought that Kush, God job, we have brought Kush. Now the LDA in an open press conference say a new drugs is introduced called Zombie. So meaning that Kush is dead away now, and new drugs coming in the country called Zombie. But the difference between Marcus Zayu and A.B. Kroba, let me just say this out. The difference isn't that the guys from the LDA under Marcus Zayu as head was not working. The only difference here is that A.B. Kroba is taking journalists with him. Anywhere you go, camera there. But it's the same old thing. Nothing different. Like, friends, you're listening to this. There's a tackle of drugs. The past administration tackling drugs is the same thing. The difference here is that media, going back and forth, anywhere they turn, they put camera there. That's the only difference I'm seeing. But we will be successful. In less than 3 to 4 months, we'll have new something we'll call Zombie. It's very disturbing for our country. But when you sit in authority, don't condemn the previous one, the successor. That's the only difference I think so far.
Well,
it's just the camera going with them.
Again, we said that here before during the time of Marka Zayu. I personally, I would say this. I personally used to force the head of communications to come here, mostly free of charge, just to come and talk about what they are doing to stop narcotic substances, illegal and illicit drugs from coming into the country. Marka Jipley is my living witness. I used to come him here frequently and free with no cost to the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. I'm saying there this morning that we did that because we feel, we still feel that drugs is a threat to our children. Okay? Let's say those who are there already, the government is trying to get them out. But what about those who are away there? So it was based on that we were offering our platform free to the DEA on the Marka Zayu. Even he himself, I invited him here almost 12 times. He didn't make an attempt to come here. Only Jipley used to come here. We talk about these things. Again, it's too early to judge whether the same way they work, that the same way Abraham Kroma and his team are working. But the fact is, the fight against drugs is not, for me, it's not really about regime. Whether it was George Weah regime or Joseph Boakai regime. No, people are manufacturing new product all the time, and you will see the introduction.
And like bro, it's a hot zone for in West Africa.
You will see the introduction of new substances coming all the time. Even 6 years from now, you don't even mind 1 year from now, we'll still see another new name coming up. So the fight against drugs first is to cut off supply. That's one of the things to cut off. We see, going to the ghettos, arresting the irate youth who are victims of these substances. I mean, it could appear like a fight, but we think the to cut off supply is one of the major things that the LDA should be focused on. To cut off supply. Where are these things coming from? Where are they passing to enter the country? How can we cut the link? These are some of the things we should be talking about.
Yes. To close up on this matter, you all know that the House of Representatives have a history where they invited one of the deputies of the LDA.
So that's why I don't want
to go and testify. So Hassan, you have to be very careful.
That's
that 54 had a history.
So Oni, you think you see for me?
So if you have a tip, then you should let the people know, because that House of Representatives have a history where lawmakers invited the same DA. Say you have seen one of us come and point at the person. So you have to be careful when you make press conference.
Maybe as I was just using that incident during the
but you don't assume. You don't assume.
So it's the kind of setting of mark that even if it means that to the extent if a lawmaker is caught, he will be there according to the law. If he says that, for me, I don't see much problem with it. But I don't know how the district representative take offense to it. But I mean, yes, I mean maybe he's just trying to say to the higher extent. Even if a lawmaker, so that means if a lawmaker will be dealt with, then what more about any kind of person in Liberia? I think he was just trying to set that bar to the extent that they want to fight drugs. But I mean, the lawmaker took offense because
he took offense.
Mentioning them, it appears to him like they are trying to suspend our lawmakers. Hands could be in it. So,
but the 54 had a history of it.
Yeah.
You remember when the LDA officer said she fell off?
Yeah.
She couldn't testify before that.
How she would not fall off. That's no intimidation. I followed that hearing. She was intimidated.
And that
even the female lawmakers in that house,
they couldn't protect her,
including former representative Rosalind Swakoko Dennis. I watched that. I follow it good.
The woman just bomb her.
They feel how she want to bring the house to public disrepute and all this kind of thing. So they won't say, well, they won't think I just got to fin and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we move on, we want AB, Fadiga work along with your boss. For the law of power, you can all shine the master. You have to, you're trending more than even AB Kuma, Hassan. Yes, on a very serious note. Let's move. Let's touch on quickly. We'll take 5 minutes of our representative in studio rate of his time. This issue of Arsenal Mentor. Yesterday, we've been talking about, not even yesterday, a week or so, we've been on mentor. So it appears that the Bushmaster have listened to us, because back then we talk about Western Cluster Liberia and what happened in the month of March in Bomi County. The Bushmaster of the country there took seize of the whole mine site in Bomi County. And guess what? Western Cluster, 2 days or so, they went and paid the Bushmaster 4,000 to leave the working site. And we have been on Arsenal Mentor. So the Bushmaster on yesterday took seize of the whole man site. And it's laughable, but it's just something serious. So if our lawmakers are not taking the action now, the Max themselves will come up from the bush and say, look, gentlemen, look, raw minerals leaving from this country, going outside, and upon not benefiting, you know what happened? No working in the Liberia with no work is going to go on. That is what's happening right now with Arsenal Mentor. And to our public officials, they should not go on the deaf ears. It's a very sad thing. The Max Denzel, the Bushmaster, as you put it, will come out and take seize. There's a reason. There is a reason. There are issues. This company is asking for another extension. After we gave them 25 years, they're not been able to live up to the bargaining of all of the agreements. So that one, the current situation for day one to day one.
So somebody said the country devil has seized all metal steel operation site in Nimba because the company failed to comply with the term of agreement reached with the government in relations to community benefits.
Look at that.
Yes. So
the country devil. Yeah. It's a Bushmaster doing the job.
That's what it is. Sometimes if you allow the people to protect themselves, to defend themselves, to advocate for themselves, that what it will result to. So it is sad that we reached that level, but again, we're hoping that there will be settlement. Sometimes too, while we are talking to the company, sometimes the leaders of the the country and the county, especially counties that are covering the Meter concession, or most of these concession companies in the country have to be fair to their people in terms of representation. Whether these social development funds come directly, and the thing about it is the social corporate development funds do not go strictly to the community people. It passes through the leadership of the county. I remember, especially last year, Senator Johnson used to always say the government owes Nimba County, I think 7 million, certain point they said 9 million, and all of that. So these monies intended for development in these host communities are being maybe strangulated up here. And I remember one lawmaker from Nimba started to advocate that these monies meant for the county should not be placed in a consolidated account. There should be extra account open for the counties for these monies to be placed there. That advocacy, I'm not sure whether it yield any. Up to now, our people are crying. So while we are holding the companies, we should also be holding the government. We should be holding the government and be holding the caucuses of these counties that are covered by the concession. So again, we can say more. Let them go and negotiate with the bushmasters and the people. I think the representatives. In fact, we have one of the representatives from our area here already this morning. So I think they should intervene and see what it will be like. There are a lot of things interplaying to in these industrial areas. There are industrial politics and all these things happening. So we are giving the company, the government, and the caucus of Nimba the benefit of the doubt. Go there and intervene. Let's see what the settlement will be like. Because if the claims that were made by Senator Johnson in 2023 that the government owed um, the people of Nimba some $7 million, then they try to get that money and spread it throughout the communities, because I think these monies are meant for development in the county, especially the affected communities. So these are some of the things we'll be talking about until we can show that the right things are done for the people of Liberia, and specifically Nimba, Bassa, and Bon County in terms of Aslita, and in terms of Western Cluster, the Western Belt should benefit, and all of these things should be done so that we can get a best out of what we can do. But let's now join the representative of District Number 3 in Nimba County, Honorable Naka Ige is here this morning. No matter the time we've brought him here so that we can talk about issues about Nimba, his district, and the country at large. So we are happy to have him this morning again. Chief, it's a pleasure. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Yeah, so again, welcome to the TBS. How are you doing this morning? Mm, mm, mm. Yes. So the people have a saying, they say when the iron is hot, that's the time to beat it. So I know you are hearing the news coming from Nimba, especially from one of the biggest concessions in the country. We're hearing about some kind of lockdown or protest form by the traditional bushmasters. Have you come across the news this morning? Mm, 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 Okay. Exactly. Okay. 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 Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mm. Mhm. You felt disrespected by your people? You said it went to other authorities. Which authority? You think that was a misstep?
Mm-hmm. Start out with your own lawmaker. You could be the one leading them through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Mita lived by that order from the ministry? Okay. Mhm. So in your opinion, you believe that okay. Okay.
Mhm. Go straight to the presidency for signature. Mhm.
Hours
Mhm.
and what we turn to execute. There are no way that come to us to inquire some of these things, or we would have given them the clear information and be very conspicuous and articulate the issue to them to comprehend it well before coming. But they jump on and just put people in
On again with this situation now, looking out for a solution. I mean, this has happened. This is
and
what the people want. They are demanding.
yeah, yeah, we will
That
we
company have not been able to live by the
we will
agreement.
come to that. I just trying to lay the basis of
Hmm.
why prompted some of the actions, but we will delve into the issue of finding solution that may be long lasting. And I'm not here to defend after the matter.
Hmm.
If you ask me, are there fundamental problems within the district of three, especially the federal community? Yeah, there are problems. Other matter fail in fulfillment of some of the promises that are ensured within the MDA. Yes, they are failed in some areas. Other matter, have done much for the people of Nima County, especially the federal community. I would say they are not done much.
Okay.
But the issue is that we are talking about properly channeling, your grievances through the recreation authority so that you can have weight. But when you jump over the representative and the local administration of the county and just come to Monrovia Street, it means that you are doing this in disregard to our own position and in disregard to our own traditional practices when it comes to dialogue, and keeping conversation that have to do with consultations with our elders and people. So when you go and bring, our people, some of the people don't understand, some of the intricacies and the dialectics of national political issues and the issue of laws and other things. So when you go and permeate some, issues that is being falsified and misinformed them that the MDA is before the president, it will not jump out to go to Monrovia right now when the president sign it will be devastating and catastrophic to their own existence. Some of the people who are weak man, they will come up.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
what we are saying that
I mean, you're right.
we
Hmm.
are sad with the people. The issue of pollution,
Hmm.
in Yekipa, I'm aware of it. In some point in time, I went there. There was some of the area they are doing their waste, disposal. It is actually it have been creating some issues of environmental pollution, and we sat with them. And before them, EPA even found them before, and they paid some fine to EPA. But then the latter one that happened, we sat with the people. There were some people who were making farm in certain area, but then after the better decided to take that place to be a waste disposal, and the odor from the place was actually embarrassing the people in the area, and they were killed. And they caught my attention when they would start with Asada Beta, and we start with certain, advocacy group called Nimba Monwa, and we try to settle some of these things, and we are still looking up to Asada Beta so that they can live up to what they're supposed to do. And some of these things will not be expeditiously, implemented, but it will take gradual process. So we have been talking to them. The issue of job creation, we have told Asada Meta that, hey, for the sake of security and guarding your facility, it is better for these people that in the place who are in the affected community to take ownership. Some of these positions in the managerial position, some of the middle class, managerial position, some of the positions, some of the unskilled positions, try to give to our people. Because when you have more people employed from the affected community, they tend to protect your facility, and it will also serve as beefing up
the strength of your security to protect your facility. And somebody saying the negotiations are on the way. We just took over less than 3 months, and some of these things are happening, and some of these problems we inherited. So we are not being dumber and static in endeavoring the aspiration of our people to articulate it well to the understanding of our people. But we have been very, very, concerned, and some of these concerns that have been raised by our people, we categorize them as legitimate concerns because some of the areas that are to be executed, especially within the MDA, that are supposed to be part of benefit of our people, are not being done.
What would have been your advice to them if they had met you before coming to Monrovia, especially concerning that there is a concession review be set up by the House? I mean, to review some of these concessions. Would it be that okay? Let's wait for the report from the committee and see what action the legislature will take before we can raise any issue of contention. Maybe if we want to protest. So, what would have been your position?
I think if they had done the needful thing to seek my advice or to come to me for consultation, that, oh, you are a lawmaker for this place. These are some of the things that have been happening, and these issues have been perennial, and these issues continue to persist from the inception of this agreement. And at this time, there's a new administration. We want you, the lawmaker. We have been telling you that this thing should be done, but they are not being done. But at the point that we are reached now, we are reached to the zenith of our advocacy, and we want an expeditious intervention that will serve as a long-lasting solution to the problem that we are confronted with. I would have advised them that I would have given them some information and some progress that have been made at the national legislature with the speaker, constituting committee on concession to review all concession agreements in Liberia. And one of your sons from Nimba County, District Number 7, Honorable Musa Hassan Bedete, is the chair on the committee, and it puts Nima in the advantageous position so that he can be able to articulate and elevate some of the issues to the committee attention to find solution to some of the problems that we have been faced with. And secondly, I would also inform them that there's no way that a concession agreement will just fly over the house, the both houses, to just land on the president's desk for signature. It's not possible. So I would have also given them that information, and also I would have also provided the kind of work that we have been doing on the ground alongside with the Ministry of Mines and Energy, who is also a son of Nimba. I think our people are in a better position at this time because the Accident Metal concession is a bigger concession in Liberia in our post-war, development agenda that is contributing to our national growth and economy. But equally so, if the president deemed it necessary that your son from Nimba County is being appointed as Minister of Mines and Energy, and the vice president of the Republic of Liberia is also from Nimba, and you have your lawmakers from the place, and tell the person who is chairing the committee constituted by the speaker to probe into all concession agreement is also from Nimba. I think it puts us in an advantageous position that we would have, taken into consideration, to use it as a platform of our advocacy so that we can be able to move forward. But all these things were disregarded, and they came straight to the office of the vice president. Our feeder, is not a good practice administratively. We have to exhaust all mechanisms on the local level. If we fail to do any other thing that may be the wishes and the aspirations of our citizens, then you can because the first thing is that we are in a critical era of our country history. The president has been invited to attend the U.S. Africa business summit in America, and the summit is ongoing, and inviting foreign direct investors to come to invest into our economy, and creating a condition of an ambience or an atmosphere that provide national security to protect the investors of the foreign investors to come to Liberia in that same era when these things are happening. It poses serious national security threat to our nation, also to the economic growth, and also jeopardizes the president agenda to actually invite some of these foreign direct investors.
Are you sensing political undertone, whether industrial
it is
politics
it is possible because we have been hearing some names around, like the previous guy who was operating Solway Liberia Limited, one Boyman Morgan, who was there, and then since the government also issued an exploration lesson to Asada Meta and back and forth. So I think maybe he has, he also not feeling happy with some of these things, and he because I tell my conscience had not been setting me right to believe that the people that came to Monrovia, where did they get the resources from to charter 3 buses and 1 pickup to come to Monrovia with more than 300 persons, and how were they fed, and how were they accommodated, in the various hotels and motels they were sleeping in. I tend to believe that there was some, motivational factor that orchestrated these plans, so that it can create serious
Well,
devastating situation in our
okay,
community.
Honorable Gay, these people are in Monrovia now. Reports have it that the mines are being seized by the traditional bushmasters. I mean, what are immediate intervention to ensure
Uh,
that, if you may, the company resume operations?
so we have been making a series of efforts since yesterday, and the superintendent and I spoke, and he went to internal affairs minister because the Poro, the traditional zones, and all the people they fall directly under the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So the Internal Affairs Ministry called to the chief zone, Mr. Rawat Sanya, the chief editor of the Nima County. And Mr. Rawat Sanya communicated last night, and he ensured to at least expeditiously intervene in the matter by calling the chief zone of Yamei, so that they can be able to disengage. And myself also, I was in communication yesterday back and forth.
Is it embarrassing for most time? Yeah, Western Cluster was the latest one. Bushmaster always come and seize the man. Is it embarrassing the lawmakers?
It is embarrassing because this is why we have decided and the speaker in his own wisdom has decided to constitute a committee to probe into some of the concessions, so that we can be, because if he asks me that are there fundamental problems, with the concessionaire, yes, there are fundamental problems. Are the citizens actually happy with the manner and form in which they have been treated within the concession territory or jurisdiction? Yeah, there are problems. Can we sit down together so that we can resolve this issue, so that we can do it in the best interest of the nation? Yes, we can do that. So as I was articulating on the issue of intervention in the district, I was back and forth in communication with the chief zoo on Yame, Mr. Frederick Misa, and I had series of communication yesterday, and I appealed to him gently, so that he can be able to talk to his people so they can disengage, because as we speak, they are occupying the mining area, and also offices of Asada Meta Yekepa. All the offices are closed. So I was appealing to him because the traditional matters, you cannot take it, with violence, because they also have some, issues that need to be put into, so that they can have solution to it. So I've been appealing to him, talking to him, so that he can talk to the people to disengage. And this morning, I also called the county inspector, and I called this territory superintendent of Southern Command District, so that we all can meet this afternoon, so that we can all sit down with the traditional leaders and elders in the place, so that we can be able to at least hear from them. Some of the grievances, let them make it known to all, let them be very conspicuous, and articulate, so that we can catalog some of these things, so that we can make the mines and energy minister to know about these things. The content administration, the superintendent, the development superintendent, the county inspector, even the committee that is being constituted by the speaker to probe into all monies and concession agreements in Liberia, so that we can elevate this issue to the attention that these are perennial problems that continue to exist in the scope and space of our mining sector and our concession terrain, that we can also break the ceiling by maybe attaching another approach that will be able to be beneficial, to our citizens and our people who are living in the affected community. Because the poor feel that the resources that are being extracted, and the place continue to remain poor, and in a very devastating situation. They suffer from pollution. They suffer from unemployment. Scholarships giving, they are giving to unfounded job opportunity on skill job. They're not seeing their citizens and their family into somebody lucrative. So some of these things we need to sit down and talk about it.
Okay, some of these things we need to sit and talk about it. The voice of Representative Naka Gay of District Number 3, Nimba County, where Essomba is located. We've been talking about the current affairs at Essomba as we speak. Reports have it that the mines have been seized by protesting bushmasters. So, yes, the lawmaker is here this morning. Let's take a couple of calls and then we'll get back to him. In his closing, he will state other issues that he hasn't mentioned on the show this morning. So let's take the first caller this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Mm.
To come out in a public manner
Mm.
that our people, this system, for which I believe that it lacks the ability or the power to engage or monitor the responsibility.
Didn't you hear him say they've been doing engagement, and in fact to the extent that Meters exploration in on the 2 months have been seized?
It wasn't good enough to the point. Our people came to town for the first time when they got out of the picture, where they met the man minister. They came out and they went to the very capital building where he was. And when I was going to engage him, the response was even beautiful. What he did, he gave those people 1,000 USD to see that was the book of the land.
A group of people?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to the issue. Let's
have
be
a
good.
caller?
Yeah, let's be good. Difficulty. Yeah, please do. I mean, you're a bit low. You're coming in very low.
Okay. Good morning. You get it now?
Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Good morning. I'm going to concern lawmakers, especially the Speaker of the House, is serving as a lawyer for some of these concession areas. I'm asking that question because if that is the case, then we're in serious trouble. For lawmakers to serve as lawyers for concession companies, then where are we going to carry our complaint? Number two, I just want to appeal to the people who are on their strike or whatever. Please do not bother the company. Carry all your grievances to the capital building. That's where the trouble is. You've got arrangement and it's full oversight. You can't live the business for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Mark Tingbe.
Yeah,
Morning. Morning, Mark.
Citizen of District Number 9 in my county, representing in Australia. But this morning, I want to say thank you to the Honorable Lawmaker for coming to see it's a section that because people are not in huge number to come and meet the vice president or the government official that is looking after home justice and people some responsible council. I think it's having fair to the people of the Makuya. This there was things that were going on with continue condition of really deserve scholarship for even master. So we are not getting it. We rather to come and petition vice president and other people to speak on behalf of the youth that will follow where we can make. But I think it doesn't fair to all the young people in the city of Bakati are disappointed this morning.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Let me take this one, but
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Romeo. Thanks for the honorable speaker.
good morning.
For being here. So I listened to the honorable see people have met here and they are going to meet outside of the town people here, there, and governor. Then he's still telling us that
people who's supposed to come and meet all the intervention we have been making. What effort have they needed? Look, honorable, don't send these children and part to more power and affect people. We go up in the mountain that nobody has come is over there. If you can take billions of dollars for them and nothing our people are benefiting. Drink water.
At least he's admitting some of the constraints the people are going through, which he said these are genuine concerns. At least he's not saying the people's actions are wrong, but he's saying as the first representative of the people, meeting him first and coming to town were being appropriate and show of respect as their direct representative.
I agree, but this thing is that people have been meeting you already. As a nation, people have been meeting, they have been meeting.
Okay, thank you. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Winston Diary, communication manager at
Okay, let's hear you, Winston.
I want to begin first by commending the lawmaker. I think he has spoken so objectively about the situation. As we speak, our operations have been stalled by the presence of the traditional society members. This is for the past days. Yesterday, we had a situation where our employees had to be evacuated from the mounts. The traditional leaders of traditional society members also besieged our offices in Yekapa, and our workers had to basically flee for their own safety. This is a very concerning situation for the company, and I believe also for the government of the area. We have received very credible reports that this is an issue that is orchestrated by Mr. Bola Omoye.
Can you prove that credible report that you are quoting?
We are very confident, and this is what we every intelligence and everybody to this report. We're very confident this is something that has been
Winston, these people are being, if I may say, agitating for some of these benefits as locals in the concession area. I mean, what effort that ArcelorMittal itself been making towards addressing some of these issues that we have reached the point where we have the Bushmasters coming up to seize the mines?
So what are the issues that this particular group of people are agitating about?
So what have they been telling you?
We have existing grievance mechanism established in these communities. We are engaged with our communities. Every time there is an issue, we sit around the table, we discuss, we dialogue, and when possible, these issues are resolved. This is not a regular situation that we've had in the past. There are existing grievance management systems in place. Our communities are aware. We go through these channels where we engage with ArcelorMittal. We continue to engage with the national and local authorities to ensure that this issue is resolved. But this is a good reflection on the country, and this is a good reflection on Lima County, because this is where we are the largest private sector employer in Liberia. This is the kind of signal we want to send out to all investors. There will always be issues from the community, but there are existing channels to communicate and to engage on these issues and to find resolution. In this case, these mechanisms have been mitigated, and we've seen a situation where the safety and the security of our staff is being put at risk. These are Liberian citizens. These are Liberians who are involved.
Winston, what interventions have been made so far? As the mines has been seized for, like you said, 2 days going to 3 now.
So all relevant government authorities have been contacted. The Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Ministry of Justice, the local authorities in Lima County, beginning with the superintendent and everybody. We are engaging with them. We want to see
an immediate resolution to this situation so that Liberians can get an opportunity to go back to work and to be able to keep up with their families.
Okay. Winston, thank you so much for coming through this morning.
Thank you for the opportunity as well.
Well, Winston Dayu there, he's a communications manager at Slomita. Chief, we're out of time, so you have to respond to some of the callers before you give us your parting comments.
The first thing is that let me just give my information that in the wake of intervention, I did two appearances this morning, Radio Nima and also Radio Canvas of Peace, appealing to our people to disengage, that we are coming to sit with them so that some of the grievances can be outlawed. There's a new administration. If Asylum Meta have been disregarding the grievances and the plight of our people in the past, this government is a different government. And this government is new, of the high optimism and conviction that some of these things would be, handled in the soonest possible time. The question of Speaker being lawyer for any other company, I'm not aware of that. I don't know. I'm not in the know. My brother Eton Barkley, I know the side he speaks from. This man, his brother, I defeated him massively from the district. So I don't think I anything good to say about me. That was
okay. He's a brother to one of the
he's a
former
brother. He's a
candidates.
brother. Anthony Quimpa, I defeated them, massively. So he always had an anger against me. So I'm not.
Okay.
It's not possible that people will come to me for my district that I give them $1,000 earlier the lawmaker. It's not possible.
I was just about to ask you.
So if you aver that I just been sitting and not been doing anything, then how can the speaker, and the plenary had to even constitute a committee to probe into concession agreements in Liberia? How can the Minister of Mines and Energy had to go into district number 3 to talk to our people? How can we have been coordinating with Young Flu in the Eye to be elevating some of the issues to the attention of the national government? So when you sit and then try to disregard people's effort, I understand the point he's speaking from. So
people love bacon now. So you accept all bullets.
I have a very thick skin. Those things,
you're quite.
Something.
So there's another group here. Says, is it possible to get a lawmaker contact? We'll have another group here in Monrovia. Yeah, another group in Monrovia.
Yeah, there are more people. It's just like some of these things that we are saying. Every man deserves respect. If I'm a leader for you, at least let's have some dialogue and consultation. Even if we went to election and painfully the candidate that you're supporting was defeated, that doesn't mean that you will not give me that courtesy when you try to venture into activities.
So we're out of time already. Let me just keep on lawmaker, Representative Hensi Kezulu.
Okay.
Yes, Kezulu. He's head of
national.
Yes, his current position.
Road
Fund. Yeah, the National Road Fund. Yes, I don't know. Kezulu, morning, quickly.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning, Chief.
Yes, go ahead. We don't have much time. Go ahead.
I just want to check into the issue. I want to tell the lawmaker thanks so much for his severity and much of it. If they never reach him and they went on rampage to protest, that was unproductive. Which we want to respect that. But not respected here instead from whole issue in Liberia. When people have problems and you continue to breathe and reaching out to authorities and government, you don't move things to resolve it. We want for an action of destructive nature before the whole day. Then say to resolve it. There's a whole issue. Everything like is in the pipeline, is in the pipeline. And the petition, the review, the import, the solution, and no one wants to implement anything. You under the 70, we just have the opportunity to be their leaders.
Okay.
And let's less citizen than us.
All right. Yes, yes. As you close up now, yeah, what our time already? Mhm.
Let me actually proactive. Let me think we can some of you mentioned petition in a call when you put the voice listen to them. Like that's your people.
All right.
So that's my contribution. And I want you guys to elevate that debate. Okay?
Okay.
Please.
All right.
You're in the media.
Chief.
God,
Thank you, Amakazulu. Yes, we'll place a call to you after the show. Thank you. Yes, after the show, yeah, unfinished business. Yes, when Nick as you close up now,
Yes,
what
so
a
let's
time.
just close
Yes.
maybe 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, okay. I'm grateful to the True FM family. I think our position, we are representing our people and also we form part of the government. So we got to be very conspicuous and clear on our side. We have to sometimes, bring some of these things to the public attention so that we can know that there's a lawmaker that exists in our district. So going forward, any issue that may turn to derail our peace, that may turn to jeopardize the interests of our people, you let me know. Let's sit down, dialogue. We are not people who will be recalcitrant, who will hinder your progress, or who will jeopardize your prosperity in your respective locale.
Okay.
So I want to be grateful to the opportunity afforded me by the Truth FM family this morning to actually discuss some of the issues so that the public can be aware. So we are going to be on our way to Nima so that we can sit down with the traditional elders and so in the Yame area this morning, this afternoon, so that some of these
Talk to the
issues,
Bushmaster so
under
they
the
can
bridge
release them
matter.
back.
That traditional thing, yeah, the
The
Puro.
last time Wesley
I
cluster
hope you have good rapport with the
was with the
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster.
The
If
first
you
thing,
if you strangers are there, you will not be
yesterday,
allowed.
all the people in there are coming. I'm
Okay.
scared to go there.
But
I'm scared of.
Wesley cluster pay 4,000 for the Bushmaster to
Yeah,
leave the
let me
site.
see nothing will happen today too.
Thank you. Voice of Nick Day. Yes, Representative Nimba County District number 2. Yes. Let's squeeze in sports. We'll come back. We'll bring on the team from Echo Bank Liberia, our proud sponsor of the breakfast show. Important discussion is coming up from the Pan African Bank. So let's bring you sports. Briefly, we'll be right back. Yes, let's take sports right now on the True Breakfast Show 96.1, the Heart and Soul of Liberia. So let's link out Naomi with no time to waste to say good morning to you. Yes, good morning, Naomi.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. President Joseph Boakai has congratulated River G and Riverside counties for emerging victorious as winners of the 2023-4 National County Sports Meets. In an executive marshal release, President Boakai expressed his appreciation and admiration to the participants for their sportsmanship and enthusiasm for the games. He acknowledged the hard work and dedication of all the athletes, coaches, and officials who participated in the National County Sports Meet. He also emphasized the importance of sports in promoting unity, peace, national reconciliation, and integration and encouraged the development of young people in the country. The chief patron of sports also noted that the National County Sports Meet is a platform for discovering and nurturing young talents in various sports disciplines. He encouraged the athletes to continue to hone their skills and strive for excellence in their chosen sports. The Library Chief Executive commended the organizers of the National County Sports Meet for the successful staging of the event, adding that sports serve as a tool for socio-economic development as it creates employment opportunities and contribute to the growth of various industries. Nottingham Forest have failed with an appeal against their 4-point punishment for breaching Premier League profit sustainability rules. The club's case was heard on 24 April and an appeal board has upheld the original decision of an independent commission to impose the sanction. The commission found Forest losses to 2022 to true breach the threshold of 61 million euros by 34.5 million euros. It means Forest remains 17th and 3 points clear of the relegation zone with 2 games left to play. The 3-person appeal board arrived at a unanimous decision to uphold the original ruling for a commission, describing it as commendably clear and comprehensive. Diego Maradona's stolen Golden Ball trophy, awarded for being named the best player at the 1986 World Cup, has been found and will be auctioned off in France on 6 June. The Agoutis auction house announced on Tuesday that the item had resurfaced and they expect it to be sold for millions. Maradona, who died in 2020, won the award after leading Argentina to World Cup victory in Mexico. The Golden Ball was bought by the anonymous seller in 2016 at an auction in France. However, he was unaware what item he had purchased. The 1986 World Cup arguably is the best remembered for Maradona's two goals against England in the quarterfinals. And finally, despite a disappointing domestic campaign, Borussia Dortmund are one game away from becoming European champions for the second time in their history. Edin Terzic side produced a superb team performance to beat Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 in Tuesday's semi-final second leg to complete a 2-0 aggregate victory. Dortmund, fifth in Bundesliga, will face ill fellow German side Bayern Munich or Spanish champions Real Madrid in the final at Wembley on 1 June. Defender Marka, who scored the only goal at Parc des Princes, feels his side are confident of winning the Champions League for the first time since 1997. Dortmund were drawn in a tough group with PSG, AC Milan, and Newcastle, but Texas team finished top before eliminating PSV in the last 16 in Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals. Dortmund narrowly missed out on Bundesliga title in 2022 to 3 as they only drew 2-2 at home against Mainz on the last day as Bayern won the league on goal difference. That's all from our sports desk.
Tell me, what happened to you so, Julie? Well, I need to pay my daughter's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. Until Sunday, I'll get worsen. But then that problem.
Welcome back to the last segment of the True
Very fresh. So 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia today is Wednesday. Well, we have in studio on the last segment from the TBS this morning. We have the team from Ecobank Liberia, the Pan African Bank. Well, Tricon Jackson. Tricon is head of customer experience, and Olivia Weeks. Well, staff customer experience here on the last segment of the TBS. My name is O'Neill. Let's see if we can link up with our guests on this Wednesday. Good morning to both of you. Good morning, India. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, O'Neill, and it's a pleasure to be here today.
Good morning, O'Neill.
Okay, great. So let's say your various roles as eco banks for the listening audience, also monitoring. Oh, yes, we want to know.
So my name is Trokan Jackson, and I'm the head of customer experience for EcoBank.
Okay.
And my name is Olivia Williams Weeks. I work for EcoBank Liberia Limited as the customer service manager, and I'm currently assigned at the head of his branch.
The first eco bank Liberia, before we get your customers, hundreds of thousands monitoring, wants to know how is the bank going on?
The bank is doing very well. I mean, we expect to publish our financials in the next few weeks for 2023, and they can rest assured that EcoBank remains the number one financial institution in Nigeria, and our primary goal is to provide convenient, accessible, and reliable banking products and services to them.
Okay, great. So let's get to business. let's look at the difference between a saving account and a salary account. And any of you can touch it. Maybe I'm going to one of your department. Saving account, salary account. What's the difference between them?
Okay, so if you look at, let's look at the keyword savings. And in my mind, it talks about a particular income that is kept for the purpose of emergency.
Mm-hmm,
Should in case you have an emergency, you can always have access to your funds.
mm-hmm,
So if you want us to look at the difference between savings and a salary account is
mm-hmm.
a savings account is an interest bearing account. Unlike a salary account, no, there is no interest on a
Okay,
salary account. But all of them have the same products that are assigned to convenience in terms of giving our customers a quality service.
okay. Great. So, is there a requirement? What are the requirements in opening a saving account and that of a salary account? Is it a difficult thing in terms of requirement? Any of you can speak about that?
It's not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So everywhere you go, you have a process and a procedure surrounding in terms of documentation. So to open an account with EcoBank, if you want to open a savings or a salary account, we're going to ask you to present two passport size photo.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have to upload your image in case of verification. And as part of our KYC, we're also going to present a valid identification, that is your passport, your national ID, or your driver license. So those are the key requirements of obtaining is a savings and a salary account
Is
documentation.
there an easy way to go through? You have to stand in a long queue to open a salary account in terms of customer service, to opening the account. How is it?
So, Neil, there are many ways
Mm-hmm.
we do banking now. And like I said, one of the primary focus should be about convenience. So the first option is the customer can walk into any of our branches across the country and have access to our service customers in the branch to open the account. The second option is if the customer is unable to walk into our branches, we also provide a platform online where the customer can open an account. So we have two kinds of account that the customer can open online. Open online. We have
Okay.
the Express account, which is
Mm-hmm.
like a digital account,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the normal CASA account, savings account or
Okay.
current account. So what the customer need to do is to go either on the App Store, or if they have it Android, they go to the Play Store, and what you need to do is tap EcoBank mobile app.
Okay.
When you download the EcoBank mobile app, it's an easy step-by-step guide. They will ask you for your name, they will ask you for your phone number, they will ask you for the date of birth, and they will ask you if you have an account with EcoBank. If
Mm-hmm.
you say I don't have an account, they ask you, do you want to open an account? You say yes.
Okay.
They will ask you, do you want to open an express account or a savings account? And then you can select what you want and just upload your documentation. That's simple. So we don't want to force our customer to say you must come into the banking hall to open an account. So we have provided both in-branch and online platform for our customers.
Great. So everything goes with benefits. Let's look at the benefits. What are the benefits of a saving account as well as a salary account? Are there benefits attached to them?
So okay, Oni, before you go to the benefits,
Mm-hmm.
let's look back a little bit. You talked about convenience in obtaining an account.
Okay.
So banking is no longer method embrace.
Mm.
We want to provide convenience to our customers.
Okay.
So there are traditional ways that we use to open an account and everywhere in Liberia
Mm.
that you must walk into a banking hall, you engage your customer service and have to give you a package, you complete and open an account.
Mm.
We at EcoBank we are saying no. Because of convenience, we have our EcoBank online platform that the customer can make the request online to obtain an account.
Okay.
So he talks about the express account,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to talk about the EcoBank online.
The online.
Yes. So
Is it effective?
it's very effective. We have so many of our customers who engage us on a daily basis
Mm-hmm.
and we attend to the requests. So you go to Google and type in aop.ecobank.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's aop.ecobank.com.
Okay.
That platform is used for our 33 affiliates.
Hmm.
So to begin with yours, it will ask you to select the country where you want to obtain an account. And for the example, obviously, if you're in Liberia, you're going to select Liberia. And there's a drop down menu that will ask you for all of your personal details, which you can upload. So when we talk about documentations, where you have to present a passport size photo with an ID, that platform allows you to do a selfie if you want to present a passport size photo.
Mm.
So you do a selfie, you attach your photo, attach your ID, and you just upload. Automatic, Automatically it goes directly to the department that is responsible for the online account open. That's
Okay.
easy and it's very convenient.
Mm.
So once the department receive it, you'll first receive a call from EcoBank
Okay.
because we want to have that interaction with you. We're going to call you and we're going to explain to you the benefit of obtaining an account, why you requested online, explain the charges, and there's going to be a conversation between you and that person. So if you give your consent, at that point in time, the account is open same day and the account number is issued to you. That's easy. So we have a lot of our customers who are making use of that platform, and we want to encourage others. So we want to allow them to just leave the banking hall a little more.
Okay.
So
Everywhere is not
yeah, go
electronic,
ahead.
so you just
Is
go.
that mandatory that someone walks to the bank to open an account?
No, it's not.
Okay.
If you wish to, that's fine. Then you can
Mm-hmm.
walk to the bank. But for
Okay.
convenience, when you're at your home or at your office, you can
Mm-hmm.
use our online platform and we
Mm-hmm.
can attend to your requests.
So to address the benefits,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what will attract the people to open the account. Nobody want
The
to do
benefit both of the salaried and that of the
nobody want to do
citizens.
something that will not add value to them. So
Okay.
for example, let me begin with the salary earners. I mean, if you're a salary earner, the first thing is when you open an account with EcoBank, you're now part of the network of 33 African countries, meaning you can have access to your funds in any of those 33 African countries.
Okay.
Benefit number one.
Mm-hmm.
Benefit number two, you have access to an ATM card,
Mm.
Visa ATM card international. That is, if you're traveling anywhere around the world, you don't need to worry to carry cash. Our Visa ATM card work everywhere around the world. So you're entitled to a free ATM card. Benefit number three is that if you have a salary account, you can withdraw all your money because we know the money is small. So you can take all the money from your account. It's not like a savings account where you got to keep some things in it. So
Okay.
you can have access to all your money at the end of the day. Benefit number four, you have access to our online banking platform. You can be able to transact online, uh, send money abroad, whether you're in the country or outside of the country. Benefit number five, you have access to loans, mortgage loan, vehicle loan, whatever kind of loan, furniture loan, traveling loan, marriage loan. You have access to take money to go and develop your home, to go and purchase a car, and anything you want to do. Benefit number six, we just launched a project called Salary Advance.
Okay.
You are entitled to having 50% of your salary before the month comes to an end, just in case you have an emergency. So imagine having a salary account with EcoBank and you have all of these at your disposal.
Mm.
For the savings account,
Mm-hmm.
benefit of the savings account, you have a 2% interest rate per annum based on the amount you have in the account. The entitlement of a savings account is that you have to leave $20 in the account at least at every point in time because the account is called savings.
Savings.
So
Okay.
we see because we know that things are hard, at least just leave $20 in the account.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're entitled to 2%, you're entitled to an ATM card, you're entitled to online banking platform, you're entitled to the EcoBank online. You can use your mobile app. We have the EcoBank mobile app that you can transact, buy your LEC, buy your credit card, and then pay your bills at any supermarket or hotels. So it has both in pricing facility in terms of loan, digitalization, and will bring all of these with these accounts.
Wow. Yes. Let me go back a little bit. In terms of the entire process for opening the account online, as compared to going to the branch, going to the head office, how is it like?
So the process is optional for the customer.
Okay.
So if you want to walk into the banking hall to open an account, it's all yours.
Mm-hmm.
The account open process the same day. If you want to sit at your home or your office, it's
Mm-hmm.
also optional,
Mm-hmm.
and the account opening process is the same day. But the
Mm-hmm.
good thing is for the online customer,
Mm-hmm.
and not interacting with anybody in the banking hall. It's
Okay.
just the internet, your
Mm-hmm.
platform, you
Mm-hmm.
upload your details, and upward is submitted.
Are there charges on these various accounts? Maybe you have charges on both the savings and from the salary. Are there charges on them? Mm-hmm.
Or you don't want me to get paid.
No, no, just for the benefit.
So I'm
Uh-huh.
just giving you the
Yeah,
information.
uh-huh.
So for the savings account, there's a $4 charge. So
Mm-hmm.
that $4 charge includes all the digitalization platform you have access to it. So
Okay.
the ATM card, the EcoBank Online, the SMS alert, the E alert, all those things. And then for the salary account, it's $6 per month. So
Okay.
savings account
Mm-hmm.
is $4 and
Mm-hmm.
salary account is
Monthly.
only.
So what are the process in closing an account with the bank? If someone wants to close it, so let me just close this account. What's the process like, Olivia Jackson?
If you want to close the account, you walk in our banking hall or you contact us online. We have a form. You just complete your form.
Mm-hmm.
And once you have a deposit into the account, we advise you to do all of your withdrawal, and at
Mm-hmm.
that point, your account is closed. You want to close the account means you don't want to be a customer of EcoBank again.
Okay, so this going to be a follow-up question. Someone is listening up and maybe have been with the bank for some back down almost 2 3 years. Their account have not been active. How to reactivate? I guess you're still in the system in terms of reactivating the account. How is it like?
So there's also a form
Mm-hmm.
that the customer has. So if you want to come in person, you can come in our branches. We'll give you the form. You fill up the form, attach your ID card, and we'll reactivate the account. If you're online, you can send us an email. The EcoBank email is EcoBank, ECOBANKLR at ecobank.com. ECOBANKLR at ecobank.com. So you just send us an email and tell us you want to close the account. We'll
Mm-hmm.
send the form to you.
Mm-hmm.
You fill the form up, attach your ID card,
Reactivate.
yeah, to reactivate, and then we
Uh-huh.
can reactivate the account. We try to make it very simple for our people.
I have those concerns. Someone's listening that I'm away of the country and out of the country. Can I have access to my money without what I'm out of the country?
That's why we
How,
call it
what's the
online.
possibility like? Uh-huh.
In fact, what we even want to do now is to talk about diaspora customers,
Mm-hmm.
those Liberians that are living abroad. We are saying to you, you don't need to come to Liberia to open an account.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are in the US, you're in England, you're in UK, you're in Asia, wherever you are, we can open an account for you. All you need to do is just to send us an email to that email address, or we'll use our online package,
Mm-hmm.
the AOP, as Olivia said, and then send the information to us, and we'll open your account. Whether you're out of the country, we have what we call the EcoBank online banking. That platform allow you to transfer money from one bank to another, from one customer to another, both local and international transactions.
Okay.
So it brings convenience to you wherever you are. So banking is no longer where you go, it's what you do.
Hmm. Great. Banking is nowhere where you go, where you do. This is why music don't play in the banking house because the money have to concentrate. I struggle to hear music in the banking house. I haven't find it. Yeah, the money is, yeah. So before we get the telephone lines open, I guess those of you following up, you want to ask some questions. What's the possibility like to? Is it possible to have both saving and salary accounts of the same bank?
It's possible you can have
Okay.
multiple accounts. So for the purpose of having and keeping your money for a saving purpose is different. So I can have a savings account and I work for a particular institution and the institution requires me to open a salary account for direct
Mm-hmm.
deposit
Mm-hmm.
purpose. That is also possible. So
Mm-hmm.
you can have a savings account and you can also have a salary account.
Great. So you can have a saving account and salary account with the bank. Let's see if we can get a few reaction from the public. You have questions. Trick on Aaron Jackson, Olivia Willem Weeks, customer experience, Echo Bank Liberia Limited live of us on the last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show 0777 285 961. You'll be live callers here from you if you have questions 0777 285 961. You'll be live on the Truth Breakfast Show 0770 153 265. Let's pick our first caller via mobile. This morning. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, please be audible. Just introduce yourself. Go ahead. District 5 where? Which county? Mm-hmm. We didn't get the question. You said what? Uh-huh. I'm struggling to get the question. I don't know.
We too couldn't get him.
Yes. You say you're paying your account. What is it? Go to the question. What is the question you asking? Yes. What is it you asking? Uh-huh.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. The question is clear now.
Yeah.
Trick on Olivia will reply after we'll take more calls. Thank you. Let's pick up. Look, Derek Conti, what happened? You got a bank with account bank?
I was open one.
Okay.
So he's a customer for us.
Yeah. Don't even try it online because your online skills. I don't trust it. Okay.
How does the time deposit work? If that's not the correct term, you can correct me. But what I mean is this: I want to open an account with Echo Bank, but it'll be a savings account. But I will say to myself, look, for the next 5 years, I'm not going to want them to touch my money. Somebody told me they got a time banking or a time account. You were correct. How does that work? If you do it, how does it work? How much interest goes on that kind of thing? And how does it work? Just in case I have said, okay, for 5 years, I'll be saving here at Echo Bank. I'm not going to touch it right now. And after 5 years, well, something like this happens. And I said, look, I said 5 years, but it's tough. Let me go and get it.
Okay, how does it work? Thank you. Retirement when you're talking about. Anyway, let's be another person. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Sagi Simba and calling from Tokoro. I want to ask you to get a few questions.
Go ahead. Go to the question. Yes.
Yeah, I have Tokoro in saving account. I can remember I opened my account once upon a time with Echo Bank. I couldn't even afford the college in Banga. And since then, when I traveled, I came back. My account and my money pay me to go to some transaction to sell my account back to my.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get access to my account, which I still have the total fee of the persons.
Okay.
Then the second one, I can get access to my account. If I can still use it, if I want to kind of review it, if I can still open it for me, I want to do.
Okay.
And the second is,
I thought I tell one there now.
no, the second
Okay.
it's why it's particular entity, and the entity says to open my account. Then I open the account with particular entity, my money comes to the government. If I have another entity, I can still use that particular account, my private use, I want to know.
Okay. Thank you. They talk, you listen. Let's go back to the line and see if we can get another call. The lines are jamming back and forth. Good morning. 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 Go ahead. Roger, you from Balanceville. Yeah, go ahead quickly. You want to open your staff account? You want to open a what? Okay, your child. Okay, that's a great one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if I can pick another person through the line. This morning. Good morning. You live. Morning.
Good morning, with you.
Morning.
This is people talking according to my answer.
Okay, healthy. A mortgage loan. What's the criteria? Thank you. Thank you. Any answer, have your joke. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Keep listening to the radio. Good morning. Morning.
Yes, thank you. I listened to your video again. I want to understand something. Yeah, you know what for ideas. But I then yeah, before you do your therapy, I don't know for that one. So I want to get people and you know what is it and my bank and cycle bank.
A land deal?
And then you before I'm then yeah, before you take home, you have to carry
Okay. Okay. Olivia Jackson will answer your question. Thank you. The calls are coming in back to back. Let's hear another caller coming through. I'm hearing myself in the background. Move from the morning talk. Good morning.
Yeah, no, sir.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning. Man, keep calling from Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say something. When you open salary account, you also pay when you open salary account, but money in it. I feel like things like I have to do.
Okay.
That's the question.
That's the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So I'll take one more call. Yeah, the lines. Olivia Jackson, you want to respond to some of the callers?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think
Go.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the callers are just coming back and back. Go ahead.
Okay, so there are a few questions.
Okay.
Someone talked about the account being dormant. I want to speak about it. That's when we talk about the account reactivation. So if you have an account and you haven't used it for over a particular period of time,
Mhm.
and you are not too sure whether that account is still active, we encourage that you visit any of our branches and let's review the account on the system and we advise you. So if the account is dormant,
Mhm.
then we begin the process of the reactivation.
Okay.
So also speak about opening an account for a child. I think it's a good one.
Mhm.
Egoben, we do have account called the interest fund.
The interest.
Yes, it's interest. So we have that class of account. If you want to open an account for your child, it's acceptable. What you need is the birth certificate of that child,
Okay.
one passport size photo,
Mhm.
a passport size photo for you, and an identification also for you. So we
Okay.
also have those accounts. So it's called the interest fund. Someone spoke about deposit. We too have the time to deposit, and he also wants to know about the charges. It varies depending on the amount. So we ask that maybe you can share. He can contact us on our EcoBank online so we can share with him our
Let me
charges.
just throw light on him with that. So, for difficulty, the time deposit in EcoBank is based on the volume, is based on what we call the tenure, the term around. So, like you said, for 5 years, the longer you keep the money, most of the time, the higher interest you're expected to get. But the interest rate in Liberia is actually between 2 to 5%. So on a normal savings account, it's about 2%. So normally we advise you don't put it into a savings account, you do a time deposit, and then you have a higher interest rate. That is negotiable, but the standard interest rate normally is between 2 to 5%, and that is negotiable.
Okay.
Someone asked if I have my account and I want to keep my money into the account,
Mhm.
I don't want to use it. We will be even excited for you to keep your money in your account.
Okay.
A bank would love to see the deposit with us. So
Mhm.
there's no problem. Absolutely. Another person talk about the entity account. So the entity account can still be used even if you're not working for them.
Okay.
Even though the entity asks you to open the account, but it's a salary account for you. It's not for the entity. So if you're moving on to a new entity, you have the right to amend your account if you want to do it. You can update your KYC. For the mortgage loan qualification,
Mhm.
you have to have a salary account for us for at least 6 months. That qualifies you automatically to have a mortgage loan. So, so long your salary is coming to us for at least over a period of 6 months, you can have a mortgage loan. Someone asked for a D. Why do people bring a
Mhm.
lending? In
Mhm.
banking,
Mhm.
there is something called collateral.
Okay.
Because before you take a loan, we look at what we call the source of payment or the repayment plan.
Mhm.
So there should be a way to repay. And so you have to bring a collateral. D is just one form of collateral. There are many kinds of collateral. They got cashback collateral. They got insurance. So based on the amount you want to take, the collateral can varies. It's not necessary that it must be lending. It could be lending, but
Okay.
there are different kinds of collateral. They got corporate guarantees. It's another form of collateral that you can do based on your entity. So we need to check what kind of loan and what kind of commitment either your entity or you is willing to do. So it's always negotiable. Someone asks for a salary account. Are you compared to put money into the salary account? No. When you're opening the salary account,
Mhm.
the initial deposit is the first salary that will come to the account.
Okay.
For a savings account, yes, you must deposit into the account. But for salary account, my entity is asking me to open the account. I don't have money. It is my entity responsibility to transfer money into that account.
Great. I got a couple of text messages. Let's see if I can read them out. Great. We hope the team from Echo Bank will be regular on the True Breakfast Show to give us more idea of the bank. Wellington Bowl texting from Grand Bassel County. Well, good morning to the Echo Bank team. We look forward to hearing more awareness from Echo Bank. Yes, thank you so much. Daniel Carr texting from the capital of Belfast. So let me I can squeeze one or two more calls in quickly. At 10 o'clock, we'll call it a day. Yes, let's go to the line and pick this caller true. Good morning. Morning from Brazil. Mhm. What sort of cards are used you want to buy through Amazon, Alibaba? I mean, all of apps selling online, right? What sort of card do you use? Great, thank you. You want to know the process. Thank you. Let's go to another call on the line. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Is it possible to change for a salary account to a saving account? Okay, you want to change from salary to saving. Let's pick our last quarter. We have to go. We have 6 minutes up to 10 o'clock. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, let's hear you. You want to tell us one of the wild caller calling from? Mhm. Okay. All right. Great. Melvin Lake say Echo Bank, my account is closed because of inactivated. I would like to say something. All right. Yes, let's listen up. Let's talk about the two callers and our concern. Yes, Olivia Jackson.
Okay, so if you have a salaried account, maybe you no longer work for that institution, you want to transfer it to a savings account,
Mm-hmm.
would advise that you open a new account because we cannot transfer a salary account to a savings account.
Okay.
So if you no longer work for the institution and you don't have any interest in making deposit to that account,
Mm-hmm.
we advise that you close it and open a savings account.
In terms of obtaining a card, I think a lot of people are asking
Okay.
for a card to use online. As
Mm-hmm.
long there are different kinds of cards we have.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the first card is the normal debit card. Well, if you have an account, you're entitled to a card, and that card you can use it online. The second card is what we call a prepaid card, meaning you don't have an account with EcoBank, but you usually do some online payment. You can request for a prepaid card, and we can issue your card, and you can put your money on your card and do your
Mm-hmm.
payment online.
Okay.
The third kind of card is what we call the virtual card, the electronic card. You don't need it physically. As long as you have an account, you can create a virtual card on your phone and you can use that card to pay online. So there are three different kind of cards we issue in EcoBank. And very soon, in a week time, we're going to be having a fourth kind of card, which is the credit card.
All
So
right.
it depends on what the customer wants.
Okay.
In terms of the guy who asks you for the mortgage loan, you don't have to have money in your account. If you have money in your account, then what are you coming to the bank?
Hmm.
So it depends on your salary. So we calculate a percentage between 33.3% to 40% of your salary times a period of time, maybe 4 years, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not if you want 50,000, we cannot just say 50,000. It depends on how much you're making. So if you're interested, we ask that you visit our branch or you call us, then we'll know how much you're making and we'll be able to advise you within your salary that comes to the bank how much you can take. But you don't have to have money in your account. As long as your salary is coming, your salary becomes the source of repayment for the mortgage.
Great. So 3 minutes up to 9 o'clock. Let's take parting comments. Start out with Olivia Weeks. Then we'll close out with Tricon Jackson.
Thank you, Oni. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about EcoBank. And our presence here today is to market EcoBank.
Mm-hmm.
We serve as ambassadors for EcoBank, and our focus point today was on account open, savings, and salary account. And our presence here today is also to engage our prospect customer, those who are desiring of opening an account with EcoBank and may not know the process and surrounding obtaining an account and some of the benefits. That's why we are here to talk more about. So thank you for giving us the opportunity.
All right. Yes, Trickham Jackson.
Okay, and to our customers, we'd like to say a very big thank you. It is because of you we have job. It is because of you have business. EcoBank has been able to empower a lot of Liberians because you have trusted us with your funds. And to our prospect, those who wants to open an account with EcoBank, we usually say EcoBank the better way. Meaning we do everything better. So we got it online for you, we got it in person for you. But remember, banking is no longer where you go, it's what you do.
Say that again. Banking is what?
Banking is no longer where you go, it's what you do.
That's what you do. That's a nice one. Banking is nowhere where you go, but what you do. On Aaron Jackson, Olivia Williams Weeks, customer experience, EcoBank Liberia, the Palm African Bank. Closing us up on this Wednesday edition of the Truth Breakfast. It's been wonderful to have your breakfast since 7:30 this morning. I'll be back on tomorrow, same time, 7:30 on behalf of the entire team. Marka David. My name is Oni Roberts in the midst of all country first. Have a blessed day.